This is what you call determination. This is what you call determination. Look how they wanna maintain the image, wanna maintain the gimmicks. Ain't no lame game of scrimmage when my game get to spitting. You can't maintain pimping, you can't maintain business. You remain so timid, you can't tame my lyrics. I don't freestyle drunk like I'm going off a pill. I only spit what I feel is really the real. My nigga, calm down, sit back and chill. I don't be frontin' for no niggas, we sit back and we build. You a whack ass rapper trying to show off skills. Say anything, do anything just to get you a deal. You're really broke, but you're trying to act like you got meals until I pull out this steel. Now you ready to chill. I ain't tricking on my dollars, that don't mean that it's greed. I ain't spending all my money on no licking weed. I got a woman at the crib with mouths to feed, so I be whooping on these beats till I'm making them bleed, my nigga. This is what you call determination. This is what you call determination. Motivation for your dedication. This is what you call determination. And this is what you call determination. Motivation for your dedication. Now put the thought in your head, cause it begin with a push, then you end up dead. I expose these critics on a regular basis, talking like they playing poker with their regular faces. Ain't no conversation, unless we talking about keys. I'm chilling with a goddess, buying houses and keys. You be living in the hood next to mouses and fleas. I got a stash box, I'm filling couches with cheese. And you try to talk swole off the side of your face, until I pull this long pole off the side of my waist. I be chilling in your crib, outside of your place, or I pull up inside, then a ride with no plates. My game is mapped out like GPS navigation. This ain't no bullshit CBS fabrication. This is raw like a PBS advocation. Fuck with me, you gon' need a vest after hating. And this is what you call determination. This is what you call determination. Motivation for your dedication. This is what you call determination. Look what I gave you. This is what you call determination. Motivation for your dedication. HOODX. I'm still HOODX. I got next, nigga. It's still HOODX.
Oh man, we got Pomo. Pomo in this moment.
I'm still HOODX. I got next, nigga. This is what you call determination. This is what you call determination.
Right. Okay, we good. Pomo, God body, what up, fam? Can't believe it. You got a celebrity in this motherfucker. What up? You about to go live? Oh man. What's the word? You got Pomo in this bitch. Water good. What you mean water good? Hold on. Let me turn it down. Let me get this shit started, man. We got Pomo on the line with us. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hold on, let me get this shit right, man. Get this shit right. What up? Everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all coming to check in with your boy real quick. I'm gonna try not to make this this gonna be a quick video. It's about you know what I'm saying, the season we in I want to do this video because it's the beginning of Virgo season, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't did a video in a while, and recently we was in a retrograde, we had 6 planets in retrograde, you know what I'm saying? And one of them was Aquarius. The main one was in Aquarius. Me being Aquarius myself, it's obviously not a good thing for me. So like I literally had to fall back for a minute. I was trying to put out content, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to stay above water, but like nigga, the Matrix was fucking just ruthless, man. So I literally had to just sit back and I wouldn't put out no content for a while. But I had to do this video today because the energy is shifted. It's definitely, what up, Big E from Shy? Big E from the Shy. What up, family? Glad you make it. We in a very critical turning point right now, and it's a lot of shifting energy going on right now. And if you don't understand what the fuck going on, man, you know, it feel like the retrograde is over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on the 27th, if you don't if you don't follow the astrology calendar, you don't know we was in a retrograde for some months, you know. And we came up out of it on August 27th. Now it felt like it was like, okay, yeah, this retrograde. I remember I woke up on the 27th and I remember feeling good. I was like, okay, yeah, it's a good feeling. But then like all type of retrograde shit was still happening to me. So I was like, damn, okay, the retrograde ain't over. Maybe it'll be over tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I remember I woke up on the 28th and then I felt it had kind of opened up a little bit. But then I was still seeing a little fluky shit. And I was like, wait a minute, man, the retrograde's supposed to be over. What the fuck going on? Like, why are we still feeling retrograde energy? And then I started to notice, I was like, oh shit, I see the problem. We came out of the frying pan right into the damn fire, and then like we left a retrograde and came right into Virgo season. So like if you know Virgo season, you know that like you know what I'm saying. Virgos, if they good, they good, but when they at they worst, they at they worst. Meaning that like you know they could be a walking retrograde they damn self. So like you know I started doing research. I was like, okay, we came out of an Aquarius retrograde that was during Leo season, and then we came out as in Virgo season. So what the fuck do all this mean? So I was like, I had to sit back and start looking at what the fuck was going on. So first thing, as we started to approach the end of the retrograde, I started seeing Aquariuses do different shit. And you gotta imagine back from the beginning of the retrograde, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember we lost XXX Extension. You know what I'm saying? He died. Aquarius died during the Aquarius retrograde. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fucked up shit happened. John Travolta, you know what I'm saying? He's an Aquarius. He put out a movie called Gotti. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to bring back his whole career. Shit flopped. It was one of the biggest flops ever. They talking about his career is over now. John Travolta, if you don't know this happened, he's Aquarius. Got hit by the retrograde. Alex Jones, he got hit twice by the retrograde. I don't know if you know this. He's an Aquarius. They deleted all his content off of YouTube and other social media platforms. Then just about maybe not even a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying, he got caught watching tranny porn during a live feed. Like he was on a live feed, and I guess he closed one of his windows or some shit like that online, and looked up and saw motherfucking tranny porn was in his goddamn feed. And like, his whole network saw this shit. Like, motherfucking, you sit there talk all this shit about fucking gay transvestite shit. Motherfucker, you sit there watching tranny porn. You know what I'm saying? This shit happened to him. He's Aquarius. So I'm like, man, fucking, like, all this is happening during, you know, Aquarius retrograde. But then as we started to come out of it, I looked up and I started seeing different shit. I saw, like, Oprah came out with a line of frozen pizzas. And I'm like, fuck is this shit? Like, bitch, you Aquarius as hell, you know what I'm saying? But like, she knew to wait to the end of this goddamn retrograde before she put out these pizzas. Mind, she put it out on the 25th, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't exactly totally the end, but like, she was definitely kind of in sync with that she knew to release this, you know, like right at the end of the retrograde. It was very smart. Oprah, somebody who's into the times and the tunes. She's very smart, so she made a business move right at the end of the retrograde. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw like, oh, mind you too, I didn't mention too like earlier, right at the beginning of the retrograde. I don't know if you heard of Young Rollo. Young Rollo is a rapper from the South who actually elevated frequency. My man Jay Can, he put me on to him. He was Aquarius, and just as soon as it was like a week later after he put me on him, he got arrested. He got locked up. This is like right at the beginning of the retrograde. This is Aquarius shit. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of Aquarius are getting their ass whooped during this retrograde. Matter of fact, I think just a couple days ago, Swiss Beats had put out a tweet, some shit like he went to Egypt with Alicia Keys, and he was basically bragging about how she was more successful than he was, and how he wasn't embarrassed of that. And then like basically like Twitter and social media and IG, they just basically shit on him and they shit on her for basically calling her a home wrecker and she's a whore and all this shit, because you know she basically, people claiming that she broke up the marriage between Swiss Beats and Mashonda. So you know that was direct Aquarius retrograde shit, and then like you know just Alicia Keys totally getting shit on. And mind you, this is still at the end of this retrograde, so I'm noticing like just people trying to communicate, but people trying to do things, people trying to start business moves, and you know if you don't have the timing right, this shit could totally backfire on you. You know what I'm saying? So you see how certain people are kind of in tune with this and certain people are not. So as we come out of this retrograde, I'm looking at, okay, like, what's going on during this season? I see Aquarius is starting to come out. As a matter of fact, I saw Birdman apologize to Lil Wayne just recently, right as we came out the retrograde. I think this was like on the 26th, 27th, like right at the end of the retrograde. Birdman start opening up communication again with Lil Wayne. He's Aquarius, Birdman's Aquarius. So you see him kind of in tune, in sync with what's going on with him, trying to communicate and trying to, start these ideas. But when you look at the nature of the climate that we're in right now during Virgo season, this is not really the time to like where you really start planting seeds. Like you really start planting seeds back in like March, maybe even April. You know what I'm saying? But like this retrograde, like literally like push the whole growth season back. You know what I'm saying? So like now here we are in September and people are trying to plant seeds. You see what I'm saying? We coming out of this retrograde and people are trying to. It's like, Joe, this is not the time to be planting seeds. So um, it's a difference between knowing this thought going into the season versus not knowing this thought going into the season. And like a lot of people right now, it's like, I had hella people coming to me throwing me all the time. Like, hey man, I'm trying to record this song. Hey man, we should get up and do this. Hey, like a friend of mine told me he was trying to start a movie. Another friend of mine told me he wanted me to get up, take some pictures with us. All types of ideas just floating around that was really supposed to be going down back in like March and April. That's really just starting to come to fruition now that we coming out of this cycle. So you're getting a lot of miscommunication simply just due to the climate. Where like people don't understand, like this is Virgo season, this is not Pisces, this is literally the total opposite season of when you're supposed to be planting seeds, but like literally everybody's planting seeds right now. So this is a huge this is a huge opportunity for like a lot of just miscommunication. You see what I'm saying? And that like it kind of sound like this, like, hey man, mind you, like the reason I'm saying this, you gotta understand right now, I believe it was just yesterday, we just went into Mercury and Leo, but it's square Jupiter in Scorpio. I believe I said that right. Now, if you don't know what square is, like square basically means like it's like opposite energy, and it's like literally like yin and yang, or like it's like some Smith shit. It's like literally like everything is working, like these two energies are working against each other because they're 90 degrees from each other. So Mercury and Leo is square Jupiter and Pluto. What the fuck does this mean? So like Mercury and Leo, meaning that like Mercury is the communication. So people are basically communicating like Leos during Virgo season. Meanwhile, Scorpio is in Jupiter. So Jupiter is like the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? It's like the the total. What does this all mean, basically? So it's literally the biggest planet. So it's like, okay, what do all this really mean? So you got Scorpio energy in the bigger picture. So what is Scorpio energy in the bigger picture? And they're like, what is Scorpio about? Scorpio is about sex, life and death, more so death and life, but it's like really like sex, life and death, resurrection, deep beliefs and deep core beliefs, whether good or bad, light and dark, like literally like also it could be about on its darker side, it could be about revenge, it could be about lust, but used the right ways, it could be used for like higher states of consciousness and higher states of not just consciousness, but the ability to manifest things off of higher states of consciousness. You see what I'm saying? So you got Jupiter here. So these are the bigger pictures right now. So it's like, hey man, it's an invitation for you to come over and see the bigger picture about life and sex and like basically the same things you find on this channel. They like, basically like no holds barred, deeper understandings of the things that make things, I guess. So even though Jupiter is here, it's an invitation for you to get into these higher developing concepts. You still got to go through Leo communication during Virgo season. So this is a lot of like, it's like literally like Pitfall, like that game Pitfall, or like it's like literally Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, or like in that temple where he had to go through all those obstacle courses, and then like if you don't know this stuff, it's like look at all these forces just naturally working against the natural progression. Like we just came out of a retrograde, so you're like, ooh, finally I get to go run. And it's like, hold on, like look what's out here. You got to be very careful. And there's so many things working against you right now, even though you got all these ideas and you're ready to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to detail. Look what the fuck going on. You got John McCain. Look at the people who's born during this week that we coming out of the retrograde. You got John McCain. John McCain died 4 days before his birthday. John McCain's birthday is August 29th. You know what I'm saying? He died August 24th. So we on retrograde. You know what I'm saying? We come, like we said, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Look at the people that's born during this week. You got Michael Jackson. Talk about the definition of retrograde. The greatest entertainer of all time. You know what I'm saying? Died, drug overdose. You see what I'm saying? This is like look at Michael Jackson. You talking literally like one of the biggest retrogrades of all time type shit. You see what I'm saying? He's born during this week. You know, it's the nature of the energy of this week that we coming into is just the people who born during this week. This is literally they changed. It's like LBJ. I don't know if you heard of Lyndon Johnson. This is a guy who came in after Kennedy got his head blown off, basically as a retrograde. The guy that came in, Lyndon Baines Johnson, he was born this week. So you see, this is a guy who, you know, some people believe he was part of getting Kennedy killed. I'm not here to speculate on that, but you know, this is the same guy. It's like coming out of a fucked up time, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Kennedy just got killed. Now you got LBJ in here, and like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if you. I ain't gonna try and turn this into a history lesson, but that if you do the research on that, people who already know what I'm talking about know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there was a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of bullshit around it, like LBJ coming into the presidential office. It was like it was some retrograde shit. It was some Smith shit. How he came in there. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the week we coming out of retrograde into the week where this nigga is born into. You see what I'm saying? This is the energy we coming into. His birthday. Joan Kroc. I don't know if you know who Joan Kroc is. Joan Kroc was the wife of Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was the founder of McDonald's, who basically stole McDonald's from these. Like, watch the movie Founder. The Founder. You know what I'm saying? And look at the chick he married named Joan Kroc. She's a scandalous ass bitch. She was married to a guy who was rich. She was straight Virgo feminist, objectifying men by their wealth and status, shit, like to the core. Especially like back then when motherfuckers really was sleeping, they had no idea. Like, you look at Joan Kroc, this is like the definition of like a lower evolved Virgo woman. Like, you see what I'm saying? And like, she, like I said, she left her husband for a richer man. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this, like, Ray Kroc was not like a good person per se. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did, like, towards his death, he gave a lot of money away, but like, he was very notorious and just scandalous in the way, you know, he went and got his money, and she was just with the shit. And like, this is like, you're talking literally like, her life is like a retrograde in a certain sense, in the way that like she was with one husband, had to leave him, and like literally uproot her whole life into a whole nother, you know, to a whole nother, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, basically, type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Joan Kroc, you'll see that. Also, Pee Wee Herman was born actually on August 27th, which is the day we came out of the retrograde. We came out of the retrograde on Pee Wee Herman's birthday. If you don't know who Pee Wee Herman is, look that up. This is the guy who was one of the biggest entertainers, children entertainers at the time, who got caught masturbating in a damn movie theater. You know what I'm saying? So this is the energy of this week. It's this natural retrograde shit. It's like big plans getting fucking scandalized, like turned into scandalous shit. It's like, Joe, this is a perfect look at Michael Jackson. Like I'm saying, like, this is a very big ideas, very big opportunity being turned into some retrograde shit. Like, we just came out of retrograde into this shit. Mace, look at Mace. Mace was born this week. I think Mace was born on the 27th, 28th, somewhere around. Same shit. You got big ideas turned into a retrograde. He went to the church route. You know, now people don't even know how to look at Mace no more. Sometimes he's a rapper. Sometimes he's a preacher. You see out of the frying pan into the fire type shit, dealing with Mace. I don't know if you know Mario, the singer Mario. He was born this week. He has a very big problem. A lot of people don't know Mario's mom is a heroin addict. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of media, believe it or not, on this. And like that alone, you think about your mom as a heroin addict. You know what I'm saying? And you are internationally known entertainer, internationally known singer, but your mom is a heroin addict. You see what I'm saying? Think of what type of retrograde out of the frying pan into the fire type shit. You see what I'm saying? This is the energy of the week that we came out of this retrograde. So pay attention to detail. Look at the energy. Look at the way that the climate, the way that the weather is changing right now. How, like, okay, the summer is over. All of this crazy retrograde shit going on to the summer, and you come out in the Virgo season, right, when like, okay, the trees is just starting to turn yellow and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And you trying to plant seeds. So know that this shit is waiting around the corner. People are drawing lines right now. So a lot of people drawing lines. You know what I'm saying? People is like, okay, look, this is what I'm about to do moving forward. Are you in or out? Type shit. You see what I'm saying? And we got Mercury and Leo. So like, that shit is going to frustrate like I said, square Jupiter and Scorpio. Like, people are talking like Leos. Okay, man, I'm about to do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it cracking. We about to make these moves. We about to have this party and shit like that. but like people's minds are not there. People's minds is Jupiter and Scorpio right now. People is trying to get up and talk about sex and death and like bigger like Halloween is coming. So like you thinking like this like the fall season. It's fall season, but people are still thinking like in a summer way of thinking. So it's like it sounds like kind of like, hey man, come on, we about to have a party, and it's like, man, a party? Like, man, I just went to a party last week, man. I'm kind of broke. It's the end of the month. I ain't got shit till the first. I'm broke. Like, I ain't got time for no party. And the person on the phone is like, damn man, like, don't nobody want to come to my party. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not they don't want to come to your party. It's just like, man, like we just did a lot of partying all this last season, and it's like right now people is trying to wrap their mind around bigger ideas, but the ideas coming out sounding like a party. Nobody wants to be a part of a party right now, so you got this scrambled ass climate. You know what I'm saying? Just it's totally Mercury and Leo squared Jupiter and Scorpio. And mind you, like people inviting you over to come over. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, little do you know, you can come over here. We was gonna have sex, so hey, we was gonna come over and we was gonna get drunk or we was gonna get high. Or we was gonna talk about life and death, and we were actually gonna have a higher enlightening experience. So I'm saying, but the communication, because it's square and because it's square, it's like it's just the climate is just causing friction. We literally came out of this retrograde into this shit. So people are offering people love, but they feeling like rejected to the point where it's like bruising their ego, and it's feeling like they friends are shitting on their ideas and shit like this. And it's like this is all like Mercury and Leo shit when it's square Jupiter and Scorpio. So it's like you got all these passion ideas. You come to your friends, you tell them about them, but like they on their own shit right now. And you feel like ain't nobody listening to you, and you taking it personal. You looking at it like intrinsic, like ain't nobody fucking with me, man. Fuck my friends, fuck them, they ain't on shit. And it's like this is all Mercury and Leo shit. You see what I'm saying? But in the back of everybody, man, everybody really just want to, get up, have a fucking Scorpio big ass party / orgy / just drinking and looking at everybody like family and just having a good time, and you know what I'm saying, but with a higher meaning to this. But you said this is what people is looking for, but the communication is fucking it up. So this is the climate that we in right now, right out of coming out of retrograde. So the desperation is in the air to make this shit happen, but the shit is just clashing. So you literally have to be very strategic, very careful in the words that you choose, in the way that you communicate, in the way of bringing information to people. And you have to be kind of more passive than, even though you're very passionate about shit right now, you kind of have to come off more passive in your approach, because a lot of people right now, the pot is just boiling. I mean, the pot is just stirring inside their head. A lot of people just stirring these ideas, stirring. They looking over in other people's pot, they looking over here, but people not really looking to be invaded on their pot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like people just want to kind of look over in your shit and see what's going on. Hey, wow, that look good. What's going on? People kind of naturally want to be engaged instead of you engaging them. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Mercury and Leo is making people want to engage. Hey, man, look at this. Look what I'm on right now. Check me out. But, like, people we came out of that end. Like, we just came out of Leo season, and it was during a retrograde. So people kind of got PTSD right now about party. People got, like, PTSD about being told, hey, man, this is what's about to go down right now. We about to do this right now. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this is going on. Like, people don't want to hear that shit right now. People want to be on the other end saying that to somebody else. Like, hey, man, I'm about to do this. And they want somebody there to listen. Problem is, ain't nobody listening because the shit is square Jupiter and fucking Scorpio. So, in mind you, we still in Virgo season. So, you have to tread this shit very lightly. If you're trying to do shit, if you're trying to start some business shit, and you using the excuse of paying your bills, or you using the excuse of like, hey man, we're gonna get some money. A lot of times right now, or like, hey man, we just gonna have a good time. A lot of times that shit, shit is, scratch that. A lot of times using money is an excuse right now, like, oh, hey, we're gonna get to make some money. Hey, we're gonna get up and start this business. So we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, because it's money oriented. That's not what motivating people right now. The shit that's motivating people right now is the content kind of like this. And then like you ain't gotta basically put it all out like this, but like it's like literally like the bigger picture right now, like the life and death, and like where all this is going right now toward the end of the year, and like where do you want to be by the end of the year, and these types of conversations. Like right now, it's fall, people are starting to harvest right now, but people are talking about like they want to have a party. So don't fuck up the air, don't fuck up the communication. You know what I'm saying? Listen more than you talk. You know what I'm saying? The Mercury and Leo during Virgo season is gonna frustrate the Jupiter and the Scorpio season. So just understand that climate. You know what I'm saying? Understand that, like, a lot of conversations can unintentionally just lead to people getting frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Also remember the two, like, during this Virgo season, you always gonna have bills. You always gonna have work to do. You know what I'm saying? So it is important to not be aggressive in trying to like pay your bills, or like just don't be aggressive in your business matters at all. Like as much as it feels right now, you're very passionate about being, aggressive, or like, what I'm saying, laying out all your plans and letting people see in it, and like looking at it in its total glory, and the whole Mercury and Leo shit, and like laying everything out and running your goddamn mouth and letting everybody hear what you got to say. Do the opposite right now. You see what I'm saying? Listen and show more than what you do, because this is going to cut out a lot of that unnecessary clashing. And then like a lot of the shit that you think in your head is one way, it's not that fucking way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like you could be sitting there talking to some people and thinking, oh man, ain't nobody fuck with me, ain't nobody like my ideas, and everybody fucking shitting on me, and I'm always trying to help everybody else out, but ain't nobody trying to help me. It's like, Joe, you looking at this shit too intrinsically. It ain't got shit to do with that. It's really just the fact we in Mercury and fucking Leo right now, and the shit is fucking square in Jupiter and Scorpio, meaning that like everybody is on some fucking talking like some Leo shit, not knowing that we just came out of Leo season and in a retrograde during the time where the energy is naturally scattered. So this is why I'm making this video. Is that like, Joe, like, approach with caution, be cautious. Like, you only see me pop up like when there's some real shit about to go down type shit. Like, man, I pop up every now and then on some fucking high, should be high, fucking around pistol. But like when you see me drop a video, it's like, okay, like it's that season, nigga. Some shit about to go down. Shit scattered. It's about like I read hella comments on my fucking videos. People say all the time, "Oh my god, this dude is right. This dude is the truth. This dude is." You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a weatherman, but dealing with people's personalities type shit. And then like, is none of what I say is fact per se. Like it can be proven as fact, but it's about as close as fact as you. As far as astrology and shit like that, it's about as close as you're gonna get, because the seasons don't lie. You know, it's kind of like tarot cards. Like the cards seem as they don't never fucking lie. It's kind of like the stars. The stars, they don't lie. Um, so just as soon as you think we jumped out of the retrograde, just know that motherfucker is still Virgo season. It's still we still got opposite energies clashing. Uh, right now, you're gonna have to learn how to pay attention to detail while focusing on the big picture and still trying to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to steer a fucking boat during a thunderstorm while you tending to your kids type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you literally that's literally, you got so many different opposite energies clashing, that just remember that. And then like just remember, like imagine yourself steering a boat in a damn thunderstorm and you got a room full of kids crying. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the type of energy that you're gonna need right now for about the next about week and a half. Coming up, we do got what is it, Mercury and Leo sextile, Libra, Venus and Libra. I believe that's on September 3rd. Right. So Venus and Libra goes into effect, I believe, September 3rd, and it's running sextile with the Mercury in Leo. I believe Mercury in Leo ends like September the 7th or 8th or some shit like that. Then we go like Mercury in Virgo. And then that's when like super critical fucking information come out. But right now, the next move, I believe September 3rd, is Venus goes into Libra, working sextile with Mercury and Leo, which means that you're gonna be able to spit a lot of game. You're gonna be able to, all that shit you saying that you want to be saying this week, you should wait till September 3rd to start saying that shit, because a lot of people are gonna be more receptive because Venus is gonna be in Libra. So they're gonna be kind of receptive for probably more sexual reasons, or they're gonna be more interested in like just being around you and your energy and just liking you for who you are. People be more receptive to listen to what you're saying, but it ain't because it makes sense. It makes it. People are listening because they like you. This ain't coming until September 3rd. So you might want to hold off on all that shit you're saying this week, because the Mercury and Leo in you is gonna make you want to not just say it. It's gonna make you want to go hard while you saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing just to say some shit, but like it's another thing to drive that shit home and make people really want to feel you. That's what this week you're gonna feel that shit this week. So you might find yourself just going hard on the next motherfucker for no reason. You're like, man, why the fuck did I ain't even have to go hard. I ain't even have to drive on that nigga like that. But you remember that the fucking Mars and Leo. So the lines are being drawn. don't feel the urge to draw these lines. Don't feel the urge to say, well, I ain't fucking with him, or shit like that, or I'm from doing it. It's like, just sit back and observe, because all of these lines being drawn right now is really just bullshit until next week. Because the same motherfuckers who said they was out this week gonna want to be in next week, and the same people that's in this week is gonna want to be out next week. So no matter what's said right then and there at that moment, by the time September 3rd roll around, it's gonna be some whole. That's how Virgo season is. It's like the changing of the climate, the changing of the seasons, and like that's literally what we at right now. So don't take people so serious this week, man. You're gonna literally have to learn how to like dance to a whole different beat. Matter of fact, this week, what you should do this weekend, go out dancing, Joe. And it's like, if you ain't been out dancing, most people who listen to this, a lot of information really don't be damn, they be in their head a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like, what you should do this weekend, go out dancing, and like go dance to some shit that you don't even know how to fucking dance. Like if you listen to a lot of hip hop, like go to a Spanish bar and learn how to dance like bachata, some crazy, some other shit, some whole other shit. Like you need to like literally just on some Thor Ragnarok shit, go on a whole nother planet. You know what I'm saying? And just spend some time there and just like and just get the foot and just wait till like September 2nd, September 3rd. Don't do shit till the 3rd. You know what I'm saying? In the meanwhile, just like go dance. Like literally go dance. Go fucking listen to what I'm saying to you, man. Go dance. I know it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying? But like that's what like right now is the time for you just like go dance to your own goddamn beat. Go dance. Like literally go dance to your own fucking music. If you don't want to go out, go dance, just go in the room, somebody cut on some music and just start dancing to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people be looking like, what the fuck is that? Like dance to some whole other music. Like just cut on some weird fucking music and just start doing a whole different type of dance to it and like learn to dance. You gonna see what the fuck I'm telling you when you actually do it, because you literally right now the season we in is it requires a different type of charm. It requires just more than Mercury and Leo, and that the Mercury and Leo is gonna make you talk a certain way, but that's not enough to get you where you trying to go. I'm trying to tell you, it's like literally your whole personality is gonna have to be the driving force. It's not gonna be based off the logic. It's not gonna be based off people just feeling your ideal or being enthusiastic about what you're saying. It's not gonna have nothing to do with that. It's gonna have to do with people just wanting to do you a favor because they fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, just because they can't do it this week don't mean that like they don't fuck with you. It just mean that like right now everybody is on that right now. So like it's like a packed room. And can't nobody else get in there right now. Wait a little while so people won't come out, then you'll be able to get in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times in communication, it's not necessarily the person who says it first, or the person who is the new idea. Is a lot of times it's the person who can implement it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit I say on my channel is a lot of new ideas, but it's the people who listen and actually implement the shit. You know what I'm saying? So my channel is really meaningless without people listening to it and taking away the good part. Taking away the parts that they need and applying it to their life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my job is to implement new ideas out into the people on my channel, and you know what I'm saying. I don't have these conversations. This channel, me giving this content, like it really stops me from going through the back and forth a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you don't have no outward expression, like you know what I'm saying, if you're not like literally go fucking somewhere and go dance, or if you're not making content online, or if you don't have no somewhere to like literally express yourself, if you follow this type of media, you follow this type of information, and you just follow, and you like literally doing nothing with it, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna get stung this fucking season if you try to make some shit happen. Like you need to literally get into the groove, get into the rhythm of like understanding the natural climate that we in right now is not what the fuck you think it is. I cannot express that to you. No, like I'm literally trying to think of the best way to explain this to you. But like right now, like this week and maybe like a little bit next week is like some of the biggest tricks. Motherfucking John McCain died 4 days before his birthday. Nigga, listen what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. Like shit ain't what the fuck it you gotta pay attention, man. This shit fucked up, Joe. Pay attention or you gonna get got. Remember where you heard it first. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, fuck with the channel. And also too, corporate algorithm channel is buzzing right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the stock trading course. Like I'm literally on fire right now with my stock trading course. You know what I'm saying? Right now, if you want to learn how to do the stock shit right now, is like literally the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know what I'm saying, leave a comment below so you can email me at K-Blao@hotmail.com. So I got a training course you check out. It is like fucking lit right now. There's some shit you definitely want to fuck with. All right. So right now, yes, definitely time to be. That's why I'm literally I'm placing all my energy right now, like for the literally this whole retrograde. a couple people know me will tell you that shit. Like I've just been literally calling people, just talking about stock. Hey man, motherfucker, you know you can get fucking 2,000% returns on fucking Apple and Amazon season right now because the fucking implied volatility is at 60-70% right now, and motherfuckers is selling puts like crazy. Like motherfuckers don't have no fucking idea what the fuck I'm even talking about. Like what the fuck? I don't even know what none of that shit you. I just call people and just start, because I'm literally like immersing myself into that and nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even like I be talking to people about this shit. I don't care if they even know or not, and I don't have nobody else to talk to this shit about. So like, if you interested in learning this shit, you know, I'd be more than happy to fucking spill tons of fucking information into your fucking ear. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to try. Matter of fact, you can ask Jay Can. You know what I'm saying? Elevated Frequency, his channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jay Can. He's been following all of the damn trades that I've been showing him, and he's up like over fucking $1,000. I think he made like $500 in one day, just like a day or two ago. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? We are on fire with corporate algorithm right now. So like, you definitely want to subscribe to corporate algorithm, or just send me an email. I can send you the training course. All right. Other than that, I'm gonna get the block out of here and finish my spliff. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We had a good hangout. I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I love y'all. If you don't fuck with me, fuck you. If you do fuck with me, come help me get some more subscribers, get the channel up, and I'm out of here. You